Have you ever wondered why the foods that used to give you energy now seem to leave you feeling tired or sluggish? Why your blood sugar numbers are creeping up, your legs feel heavier, or your mind isn't quite as sharp as it used to be? Here's the thing. After the age of 60, something changes deep inside our bodies. The way we process food, the way we handle sugar, and even the way we recover from meals, it all shifts. And yet, many seniors are still eating the same foods they always have, not realizing that some of those healthy foods are quietly causing inflammation, spiking blood sugar, and draining their energy. But what if the very foods you've been avoiding all this time, foods you thought were bad, are actually the ones your body needs most right now? In today's video, we're diving deep into the truth about food after 60. We're not talking about dieting, counting calories, or giving up everything you love. Instead, we're talking about smart, simple swaps, real, whole foods that contain virtually no sugar, no harmful carbs, and can actually support your heart, your muscles, your brain, and even help balance your blood sugar naturally. And I'll tell you, number 3 on this list is something hardly anyone talks about. Yet it's been quietly helping seniors avoid blood pressure medications and feel better every single day. Imagine feeling lighter after meals, waking up with less joint pain, thinking more clearly, and even getting up from your chair more easily, all by making a few gentle changes to what's on your plate. If you're over 60, 65, or even 75, and you're ready to feel stronger, sharper, and more independent without complicated diets or extreme restrictions, you are absolutely in the right place. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which foods to enjoy, and how a few small choices could change the way you feel every single day. After 60, life starts whispering changes we can't ignore. Foods that once energized us now leave us sluggish. Blood sugar creeps up quietly. Legs feel heavier. Thoughts that once came sharp and fast begin to fog. And yet, many of us keep reaching for the same familiar meals, without realizing how much damage they're doing behind the scenes. It's not your fault. No one warned us that aging would change the rules of the game. No one said that survival after 60 isn't about dieting. It's about fueling your body with exactly what it needs to stay mobile, to think clearly, and to live independently for as long as possible. Too often, the foods we trust, the toast, the crackers, the cereals, quietly betray us with hidden sugars and refined carbs that spike inflammation, cloud our minds, and steal our strength. But there's hope. Real hope, found in the simplest of places. Real, whole foods, low in sugar and carbs, rich in life-giving nutrients. Imagine starting your morning not with a crash and a craving, but with steady, clear energy. Imagine walking across the room without the familiar ache. Imagine looking in the mirror and seeing someone who is still strong, still sharp, still vibrant, not because of luck, but because of small, wise choices made every day. Your body is not broken. It's simply asking for a different kind of fuel. And today, you have the power to listen. Aging gracefully isn't about defying time. It's about fueling your body with what it needs at every stage of life. After 65, the foods you choose don't just impact your weight or your cholesterol numbers, they shape your daily energy, your independence, your sharpness, and even your happiness. The truth is, Many of the foods we grew up trusting, white bread, pasta, cereal, no longer serve our bodies well. Instead, hidden sugars and fast-digesting carbs quietly chip away at our vitality. But there's good news: the path to stronger bones, clearer thinking, and steadier blood sugar is lined with simple, delicious foods that have been here all along. Let's take a journey through 8 powerful foods that could change the way you feel, not in theory, but every single day. Leafy greens, a fountain of youth on your plate. Spinach, kale, Swiss chard. These aren't just rabbit food, they're life-giving plants, loaded with essential vitamins and minerals yet virtually free of carbs and sugar. 1 cup of raw spinach contains just 1 gram of carbohydrates, almost all fiber, and nearly no sugar at all. In that small, vibrant serving, you'll find vitamin A for a stronger immune system, vitamin C for faster healing, and vitamin K for bones that stay resilient with age. Think of leafy greens as tiny soldiers repairing your cells, sweeping away inflammation, and fortifying your arteries. Margaret, 68, once struggled with constant bloating and low energy. A simple switch, swapping her daily ham sandwich for a spinach salad with olive oil and a hard-boiled egg, changed everything. Within 2 weeks, her joints ached less, her energy rose, and her mind felt clearer. Tip: start every lunch or dinner with 1 cup of raw spinach or gently sauté 2 cups of kale with olive oil and garlic. Your body will thank you. Non-starchy vegetables, your secret weapon against blood sugar spikes. Broccoli and cauliflower may seem humble, but inside your body, they work magic. They are packed with fiber that slows digestion, prevents sharp blood sugar spikes, and keeps you full, all without raising your glucose levels. As we age, our insulin sensitivity naturally declines. Morning stiffness, low energy, and even rising blood pressure can creep in. Harold, 72, dreaded mornings until his wife began roasting broccoli and cauliflower 3 nights a week. The difference? Within a month, he rose out of bed more easily. His knees hurt less, and his doctor noted a surprising improvement in his blood pressure. Tip: roast 1 cup of broccoli or cauliflower in olive oil. Sprinkle a little sea salt, and enjoy a powerful, easy-to-digest side dish. Fatty fish, brain food that also protects your heart. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines are a gift to your body, especially after 65. They contain 0 carbohydrates but a treasure trove of omega-3 fatty acids. Known for fighting chronic inflammation, protecting blood vessels, and boosting brain health, Helen, 73, once feared she was losing her memory. After simply eating salmon twice a week, baked with a little lemon and dill, her mind sharpened and her mood lifted, without medication, without supplements. Tip: aim for 2 servings of 4 to 6 ounces of wild-caught salmon or mackerel each week. Even canned wild salmon can work wonders. Eggs, nature's perfect package. For years, eggs were unfairly villainized for cholesterol concerns. Today, science tells a different story. Eggs are low in carbs, high in quality protein, and packed with choline and lutein, nutrients vital for brain function and eye health. Claire, 63, found that starting her day with 2 boiled eggs and half an avocado transformed her mornings. No more mid-morning crashes. No more foggy thinking. Just clean, steady energy that carried her through the day. Tip: scrambled, boiled, or poached, however you enjoy them. Adding 2 eggs at breakfast can make a remarkable difference in stability and strength. Nuts and seeds. The ultimate energy snack. When blood sugar dips in the afternoon, it's tempting to reach for quick-fix snacks like crackers or cookies. But nuts and seeds offer a better solution: steady energy, high fiber, healthy fats, and magnesium, all critical for nerve health and bone strength. Tony, 70, once grabbed oatmeal cookies every afternoon, until he swapped them for a handful of almonds and some chia pudding. The result? No crashes, no cravings, and even better sleep thanks to improved magnesium levels. Tip: keep a small 1-ounce bag of almonds or walnuts in your purse or glove box. Or soak chia seeds overnight in almond milk for a simple, blood sugar-friendly dessert. Avocados. Creamy fuel for a healthy heart. For decades, fat was the enemy, but we now know the truth. Healthy fats, like those in avocados, protect your heart, improve insulin sensitivity, and provide lasting fullness without spiking blood sugar. Joanne, 66, once avoided avocados fearing weight gain. Now, half an avocado added to her lunch keeps her energized and satisfied all afternoon, and her LDL cholesterol levels have dropped while her good HDL cholesterol rose. Tip: add avocado slices to salads, eggs, or even enjoy as a simple guacamole with a squeeze of lime and a sprinkle of salt. Olive oil. Liquid gold for aging gracefully. Olive oil isn't just for cooking, it's medicine in a bottle. Rich in heart-healthy monounsaturated fats and natural anti-inflammatories like oleocanthal. Olive oil protects blood vessels, reduces silent inflammation, and even helps guard memory. In Mediterranean countries, where olive oil flows freely, seniors often live vibrant lives well into their 80s and 90s. Eleanor, 71, swapped margarine for olive oil and noticed a lighter, less swollen feeling within weeks, and her blood pressure even dropped a few points. Tip: drizzle 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil over vegetables, salads, or eggs daily. Cheese. A controversial food that can actually help. Cheese often gets an undeserved bad rap. For seniors, it can be a nutrient-dense snack that's low in carbs, high in protein and calcium, and very satisfying, all without spiking blood sugar. Helen, 74, replaced her afternoon crackers with a few slices of cheddar and cucumber. Not only did her cravings fade, but her weight stabilized, and her doctor noted improvements in her blood sugar control. Tip: choose hard cheeses like Parmesan, aged cheddar, or Swiss. Stick to 1 to 2 ounces and pair with fresh veggies or a few olives. Final thoughts: small choices, big rewards. Aging doesn't mean surrendering your vitality or independence. It simply asks you to choose your fuel more wisely. The foods listed here aren't exotic or expensive. They are simple, powerful allies that work with your body, not against it. By adding leafy greens, non-starchy vegetables, fatty fish, eggs, nuts, seeds, avocados, olive oil, and cheese into your daily meals, you're not just eating, you're investing in your future energy, strength, and clarity. Every small choice you make adds up. Every plate of spinach, every spoonful of olive oil, every bite of salmon. It's a step toward a more vibrant, independent life. Your body isn't failing you. It's asking for help, and you have the power to give it exactly what it needs after 65. Life teaches us a powerful lesson. It's not about making huge, overwhelming changes. It's about small, consistent choices that quietly reshape our health from the inside out. You don't have to give up everything you love. You don't have to suffer through complicated diets, count every calorie, or fear every bite. What matters most is understanding what your body truly needs now, and swapping out the foods that no longer serve you for ones that quietly rebuild your energy, your strength, and your independence. Imagine this: simply starting your lunch with a handful of leafy greens like spinach or kale, instead of a sandwich on white bread. Imagine swapping an afternoon cookie for a few almonds or slices of cheddar cheese. These small choices, so simple, so realistic, have the power to change how you feel not just today, but every day moving forward. You might notice you wake up with less stiffness in your joints. You might feel your thinking becoming clearer, your steps lighter, your afternoons stronger without that crashing fatigue that used to steal your energy. You might even find that your next doctor's appointment brings better news, not because of some miracle, but because you decided to quietly nourish your body instead of burdening it. The truth is, after 60 or 65, the foods we once trusted can turn against us. Hidden sugars, refined carbs, and processed foods spike inflammation, raise blood sugar, and accelerate the very declines we fear most: muscle loss, memory fog, unstable blood pressure. But your body is not broken. It's simply asking for better tools, real, whole foods that work with your aging metabolism, not against it. The good news is that these tools aren't exotic or expensive. They're already waiting for you. Leafy greens bursting with vitamins, non-starchy vegetables that steady your blood sugar, fatty fish rich in brain-boosting omega-3s, simple eggs packed with choline, crunchy nuts and seeds full of healthy fats, creamy avocados that protect your heart, golden olive oil that soothes inflammation, and even aged cheeses that satisfy your hunger without the crash. You don't have to do it all at once. Start with one meal, one swap, one small choice. Trade the crackers for a handful of almonds. Add a scoop of avocado to your lunch plate. Drizzle a little olive oil over your vegetables instead of reaching for margarine. These little changes add up faster than you think. And here's the most beautiful part. You won't just see it in your lab numbers or your scale. You'll feel it in the energy that carries you through a full day without naps, in the clarity that lets you finish the crossword puzzle with ease, in the strength that lets you bend down and pick up your grandchild without a second thought. Every wise choice you make is an investment, not just in a longer life, but in a better life. A life where you stay sharp enough to tell your stories, strong enough to walk where you want to go, and independent enough to live on your own terms. It doesn't take perfect discipline. It doesn't take huge sacrifices. It just takes small, daily acts of self-respect, listening to your body, giving it what it needs, and trusting that these little decisions will bloom into a life of vitality and resilience. Your best years aren't behind you. They're still ahead, waiting for you. One smart choice at a time. As we grow older, we discover that strength, clarity, and independence are no longer guaranteed by habit. They must be nourished with intention. The foods we choose each day quietly build or quietly erode the foundation of our health. The lesson is simple but profound. It's not about eating less, it's about eating smarter. Reaching for a handful of almonds instead of cookies at 3 p.m. doesn't just stabilize blood sugar, it protects your bones, your nerves, and your energy for hours to come. Choosing fatty fish like salmon over processed meats isn't a diet trend. It's an act of self-respect for your heart and mind. Adding a spoonful of chia seeds to your breakfast or swapping margarine for olive oil is more than a health tip. It's a promise you make to your future self. Inflammation, blood sugar crashes, memory fog, these aren't inevitable parts of aging. They are often symptoms of the wrong fuel. And the good news? We can change the fuel. Real foods, rich in nutrients but low in sugars and empty carbs, offer a quiet, steady kind of power, the kind that lets you walk, think, laugh, and love longer. It's a reminder that true vitality isn't about deprivation or rigid diets. It's about nourishing yourself, joyfully, wisely, and consistently, with every small, loving choice you make. Because aging well isn't an accident. It's a daily act of courage, of care, and of hope.